They thought they buried you, but they didn't realize you were a seed about to grow. Now your comeback is about to shake the very foundations of this world. The darkness that tried to swallow you didn't know that its cruelty was the very water that would nourish your roots. The betrayal that cut you so deep would become the soil from which your strength would rise. Every tear you cried was not in vain. It was a sign that the seed of greatness was germinating in the silence, in the shadows, unseen by the world, yet destined for an eruption so fierce it would leave everyone speechless. You see, chosen one, you have walked through a season where the nights seemed endless and the days bled into each other without mercy. A time when the very people you trusted most turned their backs on you. When you reached out for help, only to find coldness where there should have been warmth, rejection where there should have been acceptance. You've known the taste of doubt, the kind that eats at your heart, leaving you wondering if maybe the world was right about you after all. But let me tell you something powerful. The darkness was never meant to define you. It was meant to refine you. Because in that darkness, your roots were reaching deeper, anchoring you into the foundation that God Himself laid before the foundations of this world. Let me remind you of a story that is more than just ink on the pages of an ancient book. It's a story that reflects your own journey. Joseph, the dreamer, marked for greatness even as a boy, found himself betrayed by his own blood, thrown into a pit by his brothers, sold into slavery. His dreams must have felt like a cruel joke as chains dug into his wrists. But it didn't end there. Falsely accused, imprisoned, left to rot in the darkness of a cell that smelled of despair. Yet even in that prison, Joseph's spirit remained unbroken. He was a seed in the darkness, waiting for the divine rain that would call him forth into his destiny. And then it happened. Pharaoh's call. In a moment, Joseph was lifted from the depths of the dungeon to stand before the throne of power. From the pit to the palace in the blink of an eye. His comeback wasn't just for him. It was the key to saving his family, his nation, and countless others. Joseph's comeback shook the very world he once thought had abandoned him. Because what the enemy meant for evil, God turned around for his good, and in doing so, history itself was rewritten. Chosen one, your story is not so different. The betrayals, the rejections, the setbacks you faced, they were not the end. They were the beginning. Each wound was a reminder that you were marked from the very start. Like Joseph, you have a destiny that cannot be denied. You were not born to remain in the pit. You were born to rule from the palace. Every time they pushed you down, they didn't realize they were only planting you deeper into the fertile ground of God's plan. Every closed door was a redirection toward a door no man could shut. I know it's hard to see it now, especially when the night is still pressing on your spirit like a weight you can't lift. But trust me, your comeback is already in motion. The momentum is building in the unseen realm, gathering strength like a tidal wave that cannot be stopped. The world thought they'd seen the last of you. They thought your light was extinguished, your voice silenced. But they underestimated the power of the one who called you. Because God never wastes pain. He never allows the fire without preparing the glory that will follow. You, chosen one, have a resilience that defies explanation. A faith that even the fiercest storms could not drown. An unbreakable spirit that refused to surrender, even when surrender seemed like the only option left. You have a purpose so deep, so divine, that even hell itself couldn't erase it. You are the embodiment of grace under fire, the living proof that what doesn't kill you truly does make you stronger. Every day you rose again, you rose stronger, wiser, more determined than before. And now, the time of hiding is ending. The world is about to witness the magnitude of your comeback. The same ones who ridiculed you, who whispered about you in the dark, who thought you were done, they will stand in awe of what God is about to do through you. They will see that your setbacks were setups for a rise so powerful it will shake the very ground they stand on. Because you are not just any person, you are a chosen one. Handpicked, set apart, destined, and nothing, Absolutely nothing can stop the divine plan that's been written in the ink of eternity. The whispers in the night that told you it was over, lies. The voices that said you'd never rise again, lies. Every obstacle you faced, every betrayal that stung like poison, these were not signs of your defeat. They were proof that you were being prepared for something that would defy explanation. You see, chosen one, every setback is a setup for a comeback that cannot be denied. Every tear you shed watered the seed of your destiny, and now it's breaking through the soil of adversity with a force that no one, not even your fiercest enemies, can withstand. Just like Joseph, you were marked from the beginning. Even before you took your first breath, the heavens knew your name. Your spirit was infused with resilience, your heart wired with unshakable faith, your mind imprinted with a blueprint of purpose that hell itself trembled to see. It's why the darkness came for you so hard, why betrayal struck so deep, why doubt tried to take you out, because the enemy knew what you carried. He knew that if you ever rose from that pit, the entire world would tremble at the power of your comeback. And that is exactly what's happening now. The same people who wrote you off will be forced to watch as you rise in power, in favor, in unstoppable purpose. They will see that every lie they spoke, every trap they set, every time they tried to bury you, only fertilized the ground for a harvest of victory they cannot deny. They will witness the unstoppable hand of God lifting you higher than they ever dreamed possible. And they will have no choice but to acknowledge that you were chosen for such a time as this. Let me tell you, chosen one, your comeback is not just for you. It's for every person who has been watching you, silently praying you'd rise again. It's for every heart that's been broken by betrayal, every spirit crushed by rejection, every dreamer who was told they'd never make it. Your victory will be a beacon of hope, a declaration that what God ordains, no man can stop. Just like Joseph's triumph didn't just save himself but an entire nation, your comeback will impact lives far beyond your own. You are a catalyst for a new generation of warriors who refuse to be defined by their pain. Feel the momentum building around you. It's not in your imagination. It's the divine wind that's about to propel you into your destiny. The forces that tried to stop you are powerless against the force that's lifting you now. Divine favor is breaking barriers, opening doors, removing chains. The time of obscurity is ending. The time of hiding is over. You are stepping into the light of your purpose with a strength that cannot be denied. Every setback was just a rehearsal for the greatest comeback this world has ever seen. Your story is being rewritten even now. Every page soaked in tears is being turned to reveal a chapter of victory so sweet, it will bring tears of joy to your eyes. The world will try to explain it, to rationalize it, but they won't be able to. Because what's about to happen in your life is supernatural. It's the hand of God making a statement. This one is mine. I've called them, I've refined them, and now I'm releasing them to shake the world. And no weapon formed against you can prosper. No lie spoken about you can stand, because the one who called you is faithful to finish what he started. Chosen one, your resilience is your weapon, your faith is your shield, your purpose is your sword, and your spirit is unstoppable. You are not here to survive, you are here to conquer, to shine so bright that darkness has no choice but to flee. To walk so tall that every enemy who once mocked you will be forced to bow in awe of the glory that surrounds you. Because you are not just coming back, you are coming back with a vengeance fueled by grace, by purpose, by destiny itself. And every person who once doubted you will be left speechless by the power of your rise. So stand tall, chosen one. Lift your head high. Because the pit couldn't hold you, the chains couldn't bind you, the darkness couldn't break you. You are proof that what was meant to destroy you only made you stronger. The fire that was meant to consume you only forged you into a weapon of light. And now, that light cannot be hidden any longer. The world is about to see you, unapologetic, unstoppable, undeniable. Because your comeback is not just another victory. It's a declaration that God's chosen ones cannot be defeated. Chosen one, You were not born to fade into the background or live a life of quiet resignation. You were born to stand out, to rise above, to be a living testimony of God's unshakable power. Every sleepless night you endured, every silent tear you cried, every moment you felt alone, it all carries the fingerprints of a divine strategy. The world thought it had seen your best days, that your story had reached its tragic end. But what they didn't understand is that God writes the final chapter, and that chapter is titled Victory. That chapter is about to be written in bold, unshakable letters across the pages of this world's history. Feel the ground trembling beneath your feet. It's the rumble of a comeback so fierce, so unstoppable, that nothing will ever be the same again. You are stepping into a season where every injustice will be overturned, every lie exposed, every betrayal redeemed. The same people who mocked you will be silenced by the magnitude of what God is about to do. The tables are turning, the narrative is shifting, and the world will be forced to recognize that you are not just a survivor. You are a conqueror. You are not just a dreamer. You are a destiny walker. You are not just a voice. You are a force of change that cannot be silenced. The unstoppable momentum that's building in your life is no accident. It's the collision of your purpose with divine timing. It's the meeting of destiny and preparation. Every sleepless night spent praying, every whispered hope that refused to die, every time you chose faith over fear, these were the seeds that have now broken through the soil of adversity. Your roots are deep, your foundation is unshakable, and your branches are reaching toward the heavens. This is your season to bear fruit that no one can deny. This is your time to shine with a light so bright that even the darkest forces must bow. Chosen one, your comeback will not be a quiet one. It will be loud, it will be public, and it will be undeniable. The world will witness the glory of God through your life, and every doubter will be silenced by the evidence of your victory. They will see that you were chosen for a purpose beyond your understanding, and that every trial was the training ground for the warrior you have become. They will see that no pit could hold you, no chain could bind you, and no lie could define you. Because the one who called you has marked you with a promise. I will lift you up in due season, and the world will see my glory through you. This is your time, chosen one. Time to rise, time to shine, time to embrace the calling that has always been yours. You are not defined by your failures, your betrayals, or your setbacks. You are defined by the destiny that was written over your life before you even took your first breath. You are defined by the power that flows through your veins, the fire that burns in your spirit, the unshakable faith that refused to die. This is your comeback season, and the world will never be the same again. You are not coming back the same way you left. You are coming back transformed, elevated, unstoppable. Prepare yourself, chosen one. The world won't know what hit them when you rise. This is your season to shine, to lead, to conquer. Your comeback will shake the world, and no one will be able to deny that you were chosen for such a time as this. Let the world watch in awe as you step into the fullness of your calling. Let them see the light that cannot be hidden, the power that cannot be contained, the destiny that cannot be denied. Because your comeback is here, and it's bigger, brighter, and more unstoppable than you ever imagined. This is the moment that all of heaven has been waiting for, and the world is about to see exactly why you were chosen.